Hey, guess what? It's the Al and Steve show.
It is?
Well,
I guess it is.
one of us is Al,
Yes.
and the other is Herman.
Yeah, right.
Great. So, hey, listen, we got some great stuff to talk to you about today, as always. But the big news is that this show that we're going to talk about is called 42nd Street. Now, Steve and I actually did a version of this many years ago at one of the casinos in Atlantic City. It became my favorite show. It's just a show that's filled with enthusiasm and life. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going.
You know, that was almost exactly 20 years ago. It was 2005, and I think it was in June.
Wow.
So very close
So
to 20 years ago.
And we have vague memories of it. But it really became one of my favorite shows immediately. It has some things, stigma attached to it that are sort of like on the weird side. For instance, Gower Champion, the producer of.
Director, choreographer.
I'm sorry, director, choreographer. Who was the producer? I have it.
Oh, it's David Merrick.
David Merrick. Well, David Merrick had to come out that night before the premiere night of the show. He had to come out and tell the audience that day, Gower Champion passed away.
I think he did it after the show, didn't he?
Well, let me check my notes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because I think he did not want to tell the cast.
Oh, yeah. I could understand.
And it's, yeah.
And another very, very interesting thing about the show is that one day during the commercial, during the rehearsal of the show, Gower Champion came in to take a look. And the show begins with this big dance number. And the curtain goes up, and they're dancing all over the place, and all you see is beautiful ladies dancing. But what happened that day is the curtain got stuck. It came up about this high, and then it got stuck. And everyone was getting mad. How do we do this? And Gower Champion said, I love this.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's keep it in every performance.
And it's a very exciting way to start the show.
Yeah,
Just the feet and about this much of the leg and
Right.
and it's tap dancing. It's the number is called audition. It's as if everybody on stage is auditioning to be in Julian Marsh's next show.
Right.
And the tagline, of course, is "Come and see those dancing feet."
That's right. That's right. And there it is. And so the curtain only comes up, and all you see is these tap dancing ladies' legs. That's all you see. And think about how smart that was.
Yeah.
To just say, I love this. Make the curtain get stuck every night. And it just lasted like that.
And the men are dancing too.
Oh yeah, that's true too. But I only look at the ladies dancing,
Yeah.
At any rate, so what can I tell you? The original, it started with a movie, and it's a 1933 movie. Same title. Ginger Rogers, Dick Powell, Ruby Keeley, Darryl Zanuck was the producer. They spent $439,000 to produce the movie, and it came in at over $2.3 million. So it was a hit movie back then.
Sure.
Today, $2 million doesn't mean much in movies.
Yeah,
but back then, I mean, in 1933, you could have a few parties.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it called 42nd Street?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was
I
called
thought it
42nd.
came out of the Gold Diggers series of Gold Diggers of 1930.
My notes tell me that.
Your notes are probably right, but they could have pulled some songs for the stage version from those other movies.
Yes, you're absolutely right. They might have. And let's talk about the songs, because the songs it's one hit after the next. I mean,
really
you're
are.
watching this thing, and I'd say you got the lullaby of Broadway, Shuffle Off to Buffalo. Do a bar of that. Never mind. We'll meet you in the bar later.
Okay.
And of course, the song 42nd Street itself is a gigantic hit, and everybody loves hearing it. You're Getting to Be a Habit to Me. Keep Young and Beautiful. I mean, these are great songs.
Young and healthy. Yeah.
Young and healthy.
Yeah.
I had beautiful.
Oh well,
So
they can be
someone made
beautiful if they want.
So the opening scene is very beautiful, though. I just trust me on that. Remember when we produced it? We did that, right?
Yeah, absolutely we did. Yeah,
12 seconds or
yeah,
something. Boom,
at
boom,
least. Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
boom. That's these incredible dances. So here's what happened. 1980, this thing was directed and choreographed, as we said, by Gower Champion. The producer was David Merrick. He's the guy who came out and filmed everyone that night. But it got 8 nominations. It got 8 nominations for awards, and it won 2, and that is the best musical and a special award to Gower Champion, which I think was exactly the thing they needed to do.
Yeah.
And it was there was a renewal. Is that what they're called? In 2001.
Yeah, revival.
Revival.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, in 2001, and in fact, Kelly Barkley, who directed and choreographed 9 to 5 for us this year, and several shows over the last several years, and going back to the first show that I ever did here in 1998, she was the choreographer for that. Kelly was the associate choreographer to Randy Skinner on the Broadway production, The Revival, in 2001.
2001.
And
right.
worked on that show all over the world.
And in 2001, it got 9 nominations, and it won 2, Best Revival and Best Leading Actress in a Musical. Who was that? I'm forgetting. I don't know that I took that note. But whoever she was,
I'm not sure. There could be 2 different people, so I'm not sure who it was.
And all we know, whoever it was, Great Lakes.
They won, yeah. In your
so,
book.
So that's the show that we love the show. Steve and I both do. How many times have you done the show? Involved?
Well, let's see. It was in the first year that I worked here in 1998, and I played Julian Marsh in that production. We've done it in Reno. We've done it in Washington State. We've done it in Minnesota. We've done it in Connecticut. We've done 3 of them in Atlantic City.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot.
That's amazing. But you're going to love this show, and you should really put it on your calendar because it's special. It really is special, and it has a lot of very special moments. Do you still are the girls still dancing on the dimes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's a scene that I'm not even going to explain that, but trust me, there are girls who dance on the dimes, and the curtain's all the way up. You get to see them. You get to see them all. Yeah. So what else is going on
here? These dimes are about this big, though. I just
yeah. If we used real dimes, it would not be a great effect.
No, not in the theater.
They'd have to dance on their toes or something. Never mind. So you really should take a look at this, and you should really think about coming. Now, how do you get tickets to this?
You can get them online at surflight.org, or you can call the box office at 609-492-9477. When the automatic answering thing starts droning on, pay no attention, just press 1, and that'll take you right to the box office. Or you could come in. We're at 201 Ingleside Avenue in Beach Haven, and people walk in and purchase tickets right at the box office. Interesting thing, though, don't just go on the internet and ask for Surflight tickets, because there are people that have these resellers, ticket resellers, and we've seen people charging $175 for our tickets or $195 for our tickets. Our tickets are $46 each. So don't buy them directly from us, because they don't even have them anyway. So they won't tell you the location. They'll wait till you pay $175, then they'll buy them from us. Which is so.
It's a great business to be in, and here's the unfortunate truth: it's not illegal.
No, it should be, but it's not. So buy them direct, so that you don't pay that ridiculous amount of money without even knowing what location you're getting.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. You wonder how people, or why people would pay that money without knowing the information. It's just
part of it has to do that a lot of theaters do charge a lot more than we do, and so they think that the probably isn't out there. I know, you can easily pay over 200 for Broadway tickets.
I know, I know. Well, this year, Broadway tickets were selling for over 2,000.
I know for the one show. There were two of them, actually. There were
Yeah,
two
yeah,
shows, yeah.
which is kind of great. I don't know that we're ever going to be there.
No, I don't want to be there. I
think
prefer to be much more accessible.
We would only need like 10 people to see each show. But listen, this is a very important, a very, very important issue. And you know why it works for these clowns who are doing this? It works because we produce really beautiful shows. I'm not talking about our production abilities, although that's incredible, but we produce great shows.
Yeah.
So when people hear, the name 42nd Street, it's like, well, of course it costs a lot of money, so they get fooled because we don't, we're not putting around these little 3 people shows. It's a big, giant production, everything we do, or for the most part. So at any rate, that's what's going on. That's the feature show that we're talking about, but there's plenty of other stuff going on.
Sure.
Why don't we talk a little bit about it?
Okay, well, we've got following 42nd Street, West Side Story. First time we've had West Side Story here since 2001. Then the Buddy Holly story, the Buddy Holly story, which was one of my Broadway shows, and I'll be directing that show and also be performing in that show. Calendar Girls is a Surflight premiere, very funny show on Golden Pond. I'm really excited about getting to do that one. And then Truman Capote, based on the same source material as Capote and the Swans that was on Netflix, I think last year or the year before. We have a terrific Broadway actor by the name of Don Stitt, who will be playing Truman Capote. And Don and I go back a long ways because he and I shared a dressing room in the Buddy Holly story on Broadway.
Look at that.
So
This guy's a pro.
So Don will be here to play Truman Capote. And then Elf in December. We have children's theater going like crazy. 6 o'clock Wednesday through Sunday. Very, very popular shows that we're doing. It's Cinderella, Snow White, Wizard of Oz, SpongeBob musical. We're doing the SpongeBob musical this year. Yeah.
I'm a Nickelodeon guy.
Yeah, there
I
we
was
are.
with Nickelodeon for years.
Yeah.
My heavens. So it's actually happening. It's all over the place.
Oh yeah, I saw it in New York. Loved it.
Wow.
And we're doing the junior version, which is smaller. It's not necessarily smaller. It's shorter.
Okay.
It's shorter so that it fits within the span of time that we have for children's theater, and that's happening. We've got camps going on, musical theater camps for young kids, and they're all sold out. The Showplace Ice Cream Parlor is up and running now, and
make a party when you come here. See, that's the deal. Make a party. There are so many things. Like this is like a Hollywood a Hollywood movie. I mean, you can go from that stage to that stage. You can have an ice cream in the middle. You can see people walking around in crazy costumes. It is a party, and we have a lot of fun, and we take this very, very seriously. And it's an interesting business because most business is not fun. It's work. Yes, there is work here, but it's more fun than it is work because we've just got creative people all over the place. You'll meet the actors. They'll come out. They'll talk with you after a show. It's just a great environment. And the more stories I hear about how families are enjoying this place, the more happier that I become as the owner of the new owner of the theater. So all I can say is, get on the phone. Give the phone number out again, Steve.
609-492-9477.
We hope to see you. It's really a great place if you haven't been here. If you have been here, you know that. So, you be the salespeople. Tell everyone about it because it really is worthwhile. We're very proud of it.
So there's all kinds of fun stuff that's going on as we just talked about some of the things that we have going on here at Surflight Theater.
But really, I have to ask you about that shirt.
Oh, well,
It's kind of, is that appropriate for this?
of course it is. We're going into the dog days of summer.
Okay. I got to work with it.